Hi Taurus, welcome to February. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to let you know what's happening astrologically. So this month we have a full moon in Leo on the 5th. And then we have Mercury moving into Aquarius on the 12th. The Sun moves into Pisces on the 19th. And we have a new moon in Pisces on the 20th. And Venus, your ruling planet, moves into Aries on the 21st. And we'll get to that later. Let's see what the cards say for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of February? What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of February? And anything else that might be important. And by the way, happy Valentine's Day too if you're celebrating. What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of February? The Six of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Death card, the Hermit, the Devil, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Ten of Cups. And the card at the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. Okay. So you're starting the month off with the Six of Pentacles energy. This Six of Pentacles sometimes comes up when there's an imbalance in the give and take in a relationship. So maybe one person is doing all the giving and the other person is doing all the taking. You know, there could be someone that needs you and you're always there for them, but then when it's your turn, they're not there for you. Or, you know, one person's paying for everything. When you go out to dinner, you're buying everything. You feel like you want a more of an equal relationship. But the other thing that the Six of Pentacles can mean is, are you giving what the other person wants? Like maybe you think you're being very giving. Like, oh, I'm doing all this stuff for this person. They don't appreciate anything. But maybe you're not giving them what they want. Maybe they don't care about the flowers or the gifts. Maybe they just want your time, your compassion. And this could be on either side, you know. So some of you, it might be the Taurus. Some of you might be the partner, you know. It's not so much the gift. It's not that, you know, I'm spending all this money on you. It's more, what does the gift mean? What do I really need? I want more. I don't want the gift. I want you. You know, I want your love. I want your compassion. I want to know that you're there for me. I don't need your money. So that's something that just came to me, so I had to bring it up. Nine of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment. This is like, yes. If you have a question, you know, about a relationship, the answer is yes. There's going to be some changes, but the outcome is positive. I feel like you're coming out of a time of indecision, a time of contemplation, and you have a chance to have a new start with this person, but things have to change in a major way. So you got this Eight of Pentacles. This is a card of someone, you know, at the beginning stages of something, like you're taking something in a different direction, in a new direction. It could be a career card where you're taking your career along a different path, but it could also be the relationship. You're taking the relationship path in a different direction. So maybe if you were just friends with benefits or something, you know, now you want it to be more of a commitment. Or maybe if you were on the commitment trajectory, maybe you just want to be friends. I feel like you're just shifting the energy a little bit. The Ten of Swords here, I feel like the worst is over. You might have come to a point in a relationship where you were like, I'm done. I just can't do it anymore. and you decide to walk away, but then suddenly I feel like there's hope. There's like a change. You have the Four of Cups here in the recent past. This is a card of dissatisfaction, boredom. Um, someone is like, I'm not really happy with my situation, but I'm not really ready to change it. And something is offered to you, maybe, and this is again, someone's giving you something you don't want. Like, maybe you really like chocolate and they're giving you, candy, hard candy. It's like, well, that's a great gift, but I don't like hard candy. I like chocolate. I mean, it's simplifying it, but you know what I'm saying. So the Four is like someone sitting there contemplating their situation. And it's like, I don't really want to leave this relationship, but I'm not getting what I need. I'm not getting what I deserve. So you might have decided with the 10, like, I'm not going to give this any energy. If I'm the one who's always doing the work, I'm the one who's always fighting for the survival of the relationship, you're tired. So you're like, you know what? I'm not going to try anymore. I'm just going to be done. And if the other person really cares, then maybe they'll do something to fix it, because I'm tired of trying to fix this. And then you have the Death card. Now, for the Death card, that means major change. You're ending one cycle, and you're clearing out the past. And you're ready to start a new cycle. Spring is on the horizon in the future. It hasn't gotten here yet, because you're still in the winter stage of something. So for some of you, it could mean that there could be a past relationship that you haven't really let go of, that you need to let go of. If you're trying to start something with someone, but you still have baggage from a past relationship, maybe you need to say, I'm done. It's over. I'm not going to make you pay for the sins of the other person. Or, I think for some of you, it could work either way. Maybe you did get rid of someone, or you ended a relationship where it just wasn't satisfying you, and you were done. And now you're free to find a better kind of love, or love that's more fulfilling. But you have to clear out the past. And you have the Hermit here. It's telling you not to rush. So if you've just ended something, the Hermit's saying, give it some thought. Think about, what is it that I really want in a relationship? Think about, maybe there are certain things in the past that you never came to terms with. So you have to think, okay, I went through this situation in the past. What did I learn from it? What is it that I want now? What is the right type of person? I don't want to repeat the past. I want to improve on the past. I want to learn from my mistakes and make the future better. Like, you have the Devil card here. This is a card of obsession. It's addiction. Maybe you were like really in a codependent type of relationship where you were so addicted to this person, you didn't care if the relationship was good or not. It's just like, I want a body. I want this person. And it wasn't really healthy, and you were afraid to let go of it. Or maybe some of you finally did let go, and now you're looking for something different. But the Devil is also strong attraction. Maybe the relationship in the past was very sexual, especially with the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups is a sensual card. So maybe you were focused on someone's looks and the chemistry, but you weren't looking deeper into the quality of the person. So now you might be looking for something different. Like, I don't want someone who's just handsome and sexy and has a lot of money and, impresses me with whining and dining. I want someone I could really connect with on the soul level. I want someone, it doesn't matter, material things don't matter as much in this new situation. So I feel like your values are changing and what you want is changing because you're tired of attracting the same relationship. It's like you're repeating the relationships over and over. Sometimes the Devil could mean you're afraid of commitment or you're afraid of intimacy because it's in your fear sector. Like, maybe you're attracting these fly-by-night types because you, on some level, don't want to connect on an intimate level. You're afraid of it. You're afraid of losing yourself in the relationship. So these are all the things I'm bringing up that are potential with this Devil card. But you have the potential also to fix a situation. Either leave something that's not working and finally shift your energy so that you're attracting the right partner, or changing, a relationship so that it finally, like, speaking up and communicating, so that you can finally get what you want. So, like, if someone's giving you stuff that you don't want, maybe you need to speak up about it. You've got the Knight of Pentacles here in your environment. This is someone, for some of you, it could be that you're dealing with someone that likes to take things very slow and is very methodical in the way they go about things. They don't rush into things. So you could have been like used to these hot and heavy relationships in the past. Like, yeah, we met, we're like jumping into bed next week, and we're like living together a week after that, and it's all really sexual and hot, and I feel like you're looking for something different this time, and maybe the person you're attracting is more down to earth and not so. They're wanting the things that really matter. They're not, So you could be attracting a different type of love this month, one that can last. But it may not sound exciting because it's something that's going to be there for the long haul. So it's like you're not going for the player that's, handsome and exciting or beautiful and sexy. And, you're going for something different, something that really speaks to who you are and what you need. Someone down to earth, someone that can go the distance. And you have this King of Wands. So some of you could be dealing with an earth sign. You could be dealing with fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Because the King of Wands energy, he's a great king. He's not afraid to speak his mind. He's a good leader. He says what he means. He's very truthful. He's got a big heart. He's very generous. And he's got the Ten of Cups here. So you can really connect with someone who's like a man. See, the page or the knight is a boy. And maybe you've been dealing with immature people in the past. And this time you want a man. You want someone that you can count on. I shouldn't even make it gender. You want someone who's mature. Forget about male, female. Maybe you were dealing with someone who was immature in relationships, who wasn't there, promised everything, didn't deliver. This time I think you want someone who is going to take you seriously and take the relationship seriously, whether that's male or female. But I'm saying male because of the king, just going with that. The King of Wands he doesn't mess around. He knows what he wants and he goes after it. He's not, a liar, and he doesn't, give you a whole ton of BS. And you could, the fire signs are very direct. They're very honest. And you can count on it. Like whatever they tell you, it's probably true. And so you can, I feel like you could leave behind a relationship that was maybe dysfunctional, and you can attract real love this month with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is a higher form of love than the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups energy is more sensual, sexual. Ten of Cups is like pure love. Like it doesn't even matter if you're having sex. You're just in love with this person. You have this soul connection. Like even if, that you're like best friends. You see eye to eye. It's a different energy than the sexual connection. So I think you can have that this month. But you have to make some changes. You have to clear out the past and, break free from the past habits. See where you're like repeating a pattern. And when you see that, you can break it and attract someone of real substance this time. So let's see what the angels have to say. What do the angels want to tell Taurus this month? Dreams. But having the Nine of Cups in a reading is a great card because it means wish fulfillment. Your dreams. So if you're looking for love, it's on. This is a wondrous time of healing and positive transformation. Embrace life each moment and keep focused on your dreams. Retain the purity of your vision and you will draw success to you. All you ever wished for, even those which seemed a distant dream, are about to manifest. So it's on, Taurus. You're going to get everything you deserve and everything you want. So clear out baggage from the past. Don't repeat the past dysfunctional relationships. Focus on the right partner, and you can have that. Okay, let's see. So we have this full moon. Full moon in Leo on February 10th is in your 4th house of home, family, and the sun opposes this moon in your 10th house. And you've got the sun and Saturn in your 10th house. So you're having career success. Something is coming to completion, fulfillment at this full moon. It could be career success. There could also be, something as positive is happening around the home. You have Uranus in your 1st house, so you're ready for change. Taurus has had Uranus in their house for quite some time now. So if you've been trying, and since these are angular houses, I feel like if you're trying to make changes in your life, in your relationships, in the way the world sees you, you can do that now. This full moon can represent the culmination of a lot of years of hard work. Saturn is bringing you recognition and respect, maybe even a position of leadership where you're moving up to a new position. It may get you out of your comfort zone a little bit because Uranus is squaring it. It may be something that happens, like it comes out of the blue. Uranus usually means sudden change, sudden opportunity, sudden, whatever it is, whatever comes in at the full moon, it will be unexpected. So you might have been thinking like you're going along this path, this trajectory, and all of a sudden something out of left field shows up and it changes everything. That's the energy of Uranus. But it frees you to be your best self. And since it's in your 1st house, I feel like Taurus is the agent of change. So if you've been putting up with a lot of BS over the years, finally you're taking action. You're like, you know what, I'm not doing it anymore. And you don't care if you throw the baby out with the bathwater. You're like, I want to change. I don't care how it happens. I'm going to change my job. I'm going to change where I live. I'm going to change my relationships. I need fresh air. And I need recognition. The Saturn is telling you, you're ready to take on responsibility for your life and your life direction. So don't give up. Go for that dream, that goal. What else is happening? We've got Mars. Mars is in your 2nd house of money and self-esteem, self-worth. So maybe if you're not getting paid enough, if you're working in a job and they're not valuing your talent or your contribution, you're going to take action to bring in more money. So if you're getting like some kind of promotion or career change, it's going to bring in more money. If it's a relationship situation, Mars is telling you, because I feel like you have some healing to do around self-esteem issues. And what am I worth? Am I settling for too little? If you're settling for too little, Mars is going to help you break out of that. Mars is going to give you the courage to take action, to get what you deserve. Whether it's love or money or self-esteem, work on yourself, valuing yourself. Because the 2nd house has to do with our values. What do we value? How do people value us? Maybe you need to get out of your comfort zone to get what you deserve. Maybe you've gotten too comfortable. Mercury is conjunct Pluto in the 9th house, so your thinking is changing. You might even shift, because the 9th house could be higher education. There could be something that you're learning that changes your thinking in some way, changes what you believe is possible. Maybe you're teaching or you're learning or you're traveling, because 9th house has to do with long distance travel. But I feel like with Mercury and Pluto coming together, you're seeing things that you may have missed before. It's like a very powerful combination. No one can fool you when Mercury and Pluto come together. So if someone's trying to pull the wool over your eyes, you're not going to fall for it with Mercury and Pluto. And Mercury and Pluto are sextile Neptune in the 11th with Venus. So especially around friendships and the groups you belong to, you're going to see very clearly who's on Team Taurus and who's not. So if someone's trying to pull the wool over your eyes, you're going to see it. On the other hand, with Venus and Neptune in your 11th, you have the ability to manifest a dream. It's very creative. So if you've ever wanted to do anything creative, now's the time. And Venus in the 11th, you could have love. You could find love through the groups you belong to, through friendships. So maybe one of your friends turns into a romantic, or maybe your friends introduce you to someone and it turns out to be a perfect partner, your dream lover. Because you got Venus and Neptune come together, and they are going to conjunct this month, later on. That's a great time. And in the 11th house, that's your house of hopes, wishes, dreams. So some really positive romantic situation is going to come to fruition. So be ready. And it could be pretty sexy too, because Venus is squaring Mars in your first house. So you're ready to go after what you want. You're ready to manifest. Don't settle, Taurus. I mean, but Mars is not. Mars is in your second house. So especially with money, I feel like money is going to be important. You're going to get paid what you're worth this month. And if you're not getting it from a current job, there could be an unexpected opportunity that's going to pull you out of there and put you in a more financially stable situation. Now you have Mars is also sextile Jupiter and Chiron in your 12th house. So Chiron in the 12th is the wounded healer. You have some healing to do around money, around values, around self-worth. You have some self-worth issues. Maybe you put up, you accept less than what you deserve. If you're accepting less than what you deserve, you can heal that now. Because Jupiter is there. You got this guardian angel in the 12th house that wants you to succeed, that wants you to heal, that wants you to release baggage that's preventing you from being successful. And you can do that. Because Jupiter brings opportunity. But it's in the 12th, so it may be hidden. It's not going to be visible. Like, it'll be more of an internal thing. Where maybe you start to see what you need to change. Like maybe the things, like you're starting to see your blind spots. And you're working on something. It could also mean that you're working on some project in the background that no one knows about, and when you're ready to launch it, it's going to be really successful. What else? Did I miss anything? Venus moves into Aries later on in the month, and when it does that, it's going to be in the 12th, so it will support this psychological transformation that you're going through. So then we have the new moon in Pisces, and this is favorable to Taurus. It's in your 11th house. It's the sun and the moon coming together with Saturn, who is it's an out of sign conjunction. Because Saturn is in your 10th house of career and life direction, but Saturn's at 28 Aries and the moon is at 1 degree Pisces. So they're like 2 degrees away from each other, but they're in different signs. So this can mean manifesting a goal or a dream that has to do with your career. So you get your dream job. It could also mean changing the direction of your life in some way, like by making a commitment, taking on responsibility. And you have Mercury there, so you're ready to speak up. If you're in a job and they're not doing right by you, you're ready to communicate, like, hey, I'm not going to settle for less. And you have Venus and Neptune coming together in your 11th house. That's amazing for manifesting, love, money, creativity, spirituality, whatever it is. It's like the dream come true. Like if there's a star, make a wish this month, Taurus, because you can make it happen. It's going to happen. But the only thing you have that's stopping you is if you have some healing to do, some psychological healing that's blocking you from, like believing that you could even do it. Because if you believe something is possible, you can manifest it. And I feel like you're going to be manifesting because Uranus is there. It's been knocking on your door for like 3 or 4 years now. Like, come on, break out. Break out of your comfort zone. Take a chance. Don't settle. And this new moon is giving you that opportunity to break free of those chains that have held you back. Whether it's like self-doubt or even blockage, like blind spots that you can't even see about yourself, that you never even knew existed. You have a chance to release, to be free from that, and manifest something really special. And I feel like it's going to come through the groups that you belong to, through your friendships. You have a lot of support this month through friends and groups that you belong to get you to connect, like network with the right people. So I feel like this is going to be a healing month where you're going to finally be freed from something that has kept you stuck, but it's also going to help you to manifest a beautiful goal and a beautiful dream, whether it's love or a career success. It's coming, so just go for it. Visualize your future and you will manifest it. Don't be afraid to dream big. especially because Jupiter's in your 12th house. And Jupiter never does anything small. It's big. It's either go big or go home. So dream the impossible dream this month, and you can manifest it. So that's my forecast, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. And if you'd like a reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website, and we'll get you on the schedule. In the meantime, have a wonderful February, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.